Hey, Scotty.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well. Nice to see you.
Great to see you as
Well,
always.
thank you. You know, I gotta say that I've been a fan of your family, and I know that your family has gone through a lot, and here you are trying to run for...
Oakland County Prosecutor.
Ah, you crazy nut. But the reason why I wanted to do this is I've been proud of what you've been able to do and what you've been able to overcome. Because the first time, honestly, I met you was in a hospital.
I remember.
Yeah, I came to anoint you. What was it? Brain cancer, I think?
No, AVM, arterial venial malformation.
What is that?
Essentially, it's a clump of blood vessels in your brain
Yeah.
that shouldn't be there because
that's what it was, yes.
later in life they have the propensity to bleed and either kill you or put you in a persistent vegetative state. Hence why you were there for the anointing, for the surgery part of things.
And that was a long time ago, and since then,
Yeah.
you've been doing beautiful. I mean, proud of where you've been going and what you've been doing and what you've been accomplishing. And this is one of the things that I really wanted to highlight. You know, to see where you're at now and to see where you were and to see also the family. The family's gone through a lot of struggles as well, especially with mom and your sister. But the beautiful thing is your ability to bounce back.
Yeah.
You know, and the ability to be who you are, regardless of all the obstacles. And to me, that's it's a wonderful way to celebrate.
Yeah,
Celebrate you.
Well, and some things in life are obviously just out of your hands.
Right.
You do everything you can do. Right. You pray and put your faith in God, and hopefully between what you're asking and what you've done to try to have that positive outcome, you trust in that, because there's no point wallowing in the hard things in life. It just makes you stronger.
and you know what? And that's honestly that's what I see. And this is where I'm happy to come in and just to say, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you've accomplished. I'm proud of, honestly, the whole family. Now, the whole family is my friend. I won't mention it's your uncle, too. But the important thing is being able to have a focus, do what you can, not what you can't. But when you're given something, you do something so great with it that it'll actually flourish. And sometimes we look at an insignificant little seed, not knowing that the opportunities and the abilities of the seed of what it could do and how much it could not only flourish, but actually be fruitful. And this is honestly what I see, and this is what I wanted to at least be able to say, that what is going and how God has been using you and what you've been accomplishing, to me, it's beautiful.
Well, I gotta say that means a lot, especially too from someone like you, because heck, you talked about coming to the hospital. You are someone who does a lot for community too, and you see the same thing, like what you see with me in terms of you see a seed that's gonna grow. I feel the exact same way, that the things you can do for some people, the help you can have, it gives them an opportunity and gives them that chance to really blossom and achieve what they can achieve. There's so much that each and every one of us can do for our community that helps the individuals and helps us all as a whole.
Right. And you know what? For a short time you were handicapped. You're no longer handicapped. Not only that, you're flourishing.
Yeah, I had that year recovery where I was...
It was a long time, too.
It was miserable. Not to get too graphic, but a year where I pretty much commissioned trying to come back from that. So
Right, and now it's in the back.
Yeah.
And now we move forward, and we trail a blaze. We trail a new route, and to move forward. And the cool thing is that you could have been just all about me. It's all about, I survived this and therefore I'm going to just build me up, you wanting to now make a difference, I think is really cool.
And that 100% is, obviously when you have that conversation with the doctor, I was told best case scenario, everything goes perfectly, there's still about 1/3 chance I'm going to permanently lose my peripheral vision. And I did actually have that gone for a bit, and then that came back while I was in the hospital. But the thing is, it's like, you can look at something as to, I'm going to live my life to the fullest. Now I'm going to do everything for me. But you also see too, like, you were there. My family was there.
Oh, yeah.
So many friends, neighbors, people some of them I didn't know all that well, but they still were there for me. And it is amazing, you know, when you see so many people, you know, come together, you know, it really means a lot. And I always knew well before this, I wanted to serve my community, right? I mean, it's like my family, you know, I'm the first of my family even go to college. You know, two of my grandparents grandparents immigrated here.
Beautiful people. I know your grandparents were awesome people.
Thank you.
Good friends.
Oh, and that's the thing is, you know, I knew I wanted to give back in some way and do something because of the opportunities they had. But, you know, really just having that feeling too, that like, look, I went through such a hardship. I want to help other people get through the hardest parts of their life too.
Right. And, you know, coming to the hospital, what I remember was there was so much pain, but there were some little bits of, you know, this is working out a little bit. We're going to try to work on it a little bit more, and hopefully we'll get something greater. I have to admit that when I saw you in the hospital, this was the first time I think that you saw me, you weren't very cheerful. You were struggling, and you were in a lot of pain. But with time and with effort.
Well, and it's like you said, moving through it, you know, the anniversary of that was, gosh, just a few weeks ago, late July, and you know, that was right before I turned 19, so a long time ago. But as you said, you know, it's a long road from there. You know, you come forward in life and you always keep moving, and it's the question is, when you're faced with adversity, what are you going to do, and how's that going to shape you? And
I think that's your character. And that's what, not just you, I mean, mom and dad, sister also, and now your beautiful uncle, a couple of gorgeous kids, by the way. But that's what creates character. It creates character because it's not what this pain is going to do to me, but it's how I'm going to be able to carry it, and if I'm given the opportunity to overcome it.
And, you know, talking back with grandparents too, it's them as well, you know, small business owners dealing with what they had to there and how they help people in their communities too. You know, there's just, there's crossroads you have in life and there's choices you make, and you want to always be trying to improve, you know. No one is going to be perfect in life, but you want to take difficult situations and you want to make it better. But then, you know, even when it's not difficult situations, when you have an opportunity to do real positive service, the idea is to take it. You know, to not just be eschewing and say, it's not my problem. This isn't my business. Someone else will fix this. Or someone else is this person's friend and family. So they'll help them out. It's fine, you know. And it's hard a lot of the times. You know, it's hard for, you know, just in general to, again, to look past everything, you know, it costs an individual to say, you know, look, I'm going to do the right thing as opposed to doing the easy thing.
I agree. And you remind me of elements of your grandpa, God rest his soul, George. And what he had was not only the character, the personality, but also the smile and the laughter that comes with it. It was all about family, it's all about building, it's all about giving. It was also about doing it cheerfully, lovingly, and also jokingly. And he always laughed, and that was the beautiful thing about him.
Yeah, and that's a very important thing too. I agree with completely, is because it's hard too, right? To go through life and over time not let the negativity wear you down, right? I mean, the longer you're around, the more things you're going to find that in one way or another are going to upset you, you know. But again, it's about, you know, whether it's all family or whether it's just what's important to you. You look at what makes you happy and you keep working towards that.
Well, all I got to say is I'm proud of you. I'm proud to be standing next to you and, you know, saying that, you know, God's blessing be upon you, God's strength be with you, that you may be able to overcome every obstacle and be able to be the beautiful person that you are, making a difference not only in your family's life, but in the greater community and society, family.
Well, I appreciate it. I really am thankful that you're taking the time, that you want to talk with me, and, you know...
An absolute pleasure.
Well, not everyone to say that, right? But... No, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Blessings to you, brother. Love you. Thank you. Thank you.